Solange.
Hi, Desi.
How are you?
Good. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to see you,
Yeah,
finally,
yes.
because I've been following you for a long time on
Yeah.
Instagram, and I've seen you dancing with the most amazing artists
Oh, thank you.
and doing modeling work, and so you've been very busy lately.
Yeah,
But
I'm trying
what brings you to Curacao?
Well, originally my dad is from here, so I did grow up in Amsterdam all my life. My mom is from Amsterdam, and I've been coming here since I'm 11. And then I was on tour with an artist, and then the corona happened, and it surprised me. And I was like, okay, I lost my job, my dancing job, and I was like, okay, if I don't know how long this pandemic is gonna be, where can I be that I know I'm gonna be the happiest? And Curacao has sun, sea, the ocean, good vibes, good people, my family. So that brought me back to the island.
You feel like home.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
This is
So you're
home.
gonna stay till June?
I'm gonna stay till July, the end of June,
July,
beginning of July, and then I'm going back to Europe, to Amsterdam, and then most likely stay there till the end of the year before I go back to America, in the hope that beginning 2021, the
can
world
start back.
the entertainment world is coming back, because right now, entertainment was the first thing that went down, and it will be the last thing that's gonna go back up.
And how did you start as a dancer? How did that happen?
I knew very young that I wanted to be a dancer. I start laughing because I see these videos of myself dancing as a 3-year-old. My mom was really good with catching all those moments, but I was definitely like 3, 4 when I knew I wanted to be a dancer. I knew all my life. There was only one. When I was 10, I think, 10 or 11, my mom was like, okay, if you really want to be a dancer, because I only dance like 1 hour a week in like a dance studio. She's like, we need to get you on a more proper professional school. So in Amsterdam you have Licia Martas, and I did audition for like the pre-dance college. So I got hired, and I danced from all my high school years. I danced Friday, Saturday, all day and night, literally from like 5 till 10, and the next day from like 9 till 8. And after that I went to the dance college bachelor. And then I did jobs on the side already for dancing. Like we did some tours, we did some concerts with people like Lionel Richie, Diana Ross.
Oh wow!
And
Those are big names.
Yeah, which was actually where that was the first time in my life that I did. It was in Gelderdome in Arnhem.
And Arnhem.
And going on stage, we only did 2 numbers. Like we were only one small part of the show, but going on stage and I saw that audience.
You were like, this is it.
I tell you, I was like, I want to do this. This is it. I want to do this. Yeah, that has to be my job. But of course, I lived in Holland. I didn't speak English at the time at all.
Oh.
Like not a word, really, really bad. And I was like, if I ever want to do this with big artists, I have to be in America, but I'm not allowed to work there. So it felt very impossible. And then I did 2 auditions, and also at the time in Holland, to really get a consistent dance job, the only really way at the time was musicals. And I'm not really a singer at all. So I was a bit like, I don't really know how to get a career out of this, but I do know that I want it. And then I did audition for a dance cruise ship as a dancer, and that kind of opened all the doors to.
So it's like your passion is heavier than your
Yes.
fear, because
Yes.
you just continue
Yeah.
your passion.
Yeah, and
You're dancing right now with a very popular singer,
Yeah.
one of my favorites, Cheyenne. I am a fan since I'm a little kid. I have a picture over there with Cheyenne. Back in the days.
Yes, that's so funny because he was here like, what is it, 25 years, 30 years ago?
30 years ago.
Yeah.
It was with a Pepsi reception, and I was just a little kid, but I was allowed to go to that reception just to see Cheyenne. And I was with my cousins, and we were all screaming, and we wanted that picture. And it was amazing.
And believe me, that happens still on the road.
And now I
Everybody.
think now he's 50 or something, and he looks. I mean,
51.
that guy is like wine. I mean, come on,
He looks great.
ages like wine. How did you get in touch with him? How?
So when I moved I first lived in New York, and then I'm very impulsive. So it took a very long time for me to get my visa. It took me actually 2 years of flying in and out of America. Like you could only stay as a tourist for 3 months. So I would go in for 3 months, go on coffee dates every day, trying to introduce myself to people, because the visa process is a big process. It's quite a lot of money, and you have to do a lot, because you basically have to prove to the American government that you are extraordinary talented and that the country needs you.
Yeah.
But to prove that is a lot of work. So it took me 2 years of just convincing people and writing stuff out. And then by the time I had it, I realized that all the work that I really wanted was in LA. And I didn't really like LA at the time. So I'm such a person by my heart and my passion and my drive that if I don't feel like doing something, I won't do it. So I said I don't want it anymore, and then I went to Germany. And then while I was in Germany, I was like, I had this voice inside of me that said, but what if you would go? I think you should do it. And I decided to make the jump back to LA after a year. And then I got signed with an agency, and then the agency got me into the audition. And there were 250 girls, and we had 4 rounds, and they needed 4 girls and 4 guys.
And you had to dance on the beat of Cheyenne?
Yes.
Which song?
So, actually,
No!
That song is in the show. And everybody dances with us. Yes, it's definitely in the show. I actually don't really remember which song we used because I have to say that's all in the show. Because you're real good.
Oh my god, I know.
That's actually, no, I mean, everything is in the show. Yeah. Man, we need to bring him to the island.
Yeah, come on, next Curacao North Sea Jazz.
Boss, if you listen to this, come over here.
Curacao North Sea Jazz 2021.
Yes, let's make it happen. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna try my best to get him over here.
But you've been traveling around the world.
Yeah.
Where do you feel at home?
It's such a tricky question because for me, first of all, people make me feel at home. So I'm born and raised in Amsterdam. That is home first place. Also because it's my past, it's my family, my friends, it's part of me, it's what created me, it's who I am as a person. That being said, Curacao is home too. Like also here, my family, I feel like myself here. I created my own group of people. I'm very happy here. This is my blood, you know. So this is my home too. And then my third home, I would say, is New York. I love New York. I love the energy of the city. I love the drive people have there, the ambition. Like, as much as I'm a proud Dutch Caribbean girl, because I am
Dutch Caribbean
girl, I not the thing I struggle with, because I always say the Dutch side of me keeps me grounded. My mom is super grounded, and that I'm proud of that part of me. The Caribbean side keeps me bright, keeps me like just go with the flow, like that side. But what I've learned and like about New York, I don't want to say America, but New York, is the drive, is the sky's the limit, like.
And now you're gonna enter the 30s very soon.
Yes.
And you told me about a project.
Yes. So.
What is cooking? What's cooking? What's cooking?
I came to Curacao because of the coronavirus, and I'm very bad in not doing anything, and I like to be creative, and of course the dance world industry, modeling, it's all on hold. And it kind of happened naturally because when I worked on cruise ships, I wrote blogs on Waar ben jij nu? It was like a thing 10 years ago.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I started, at first I did it in Dutch for years, and then when I moved to, I didn't do it for 2-3 years after that, and then when I moved to LA, some people were like, hey, why don't you write a blog again? So then I did like 4 or 5, I wasn't as passionate about it in the end, but I wrote like a blog 4 or 5 times in English. And that is now 2-3 years ago when I did it for the last time, or finished it. And then when I came to Curacao, because I was a bit bored, I was here for 1 week, I was like, let me read one of my blogs back, because it's on the internet, of course. And I started reading one, and I was like, I actually don't write that bad.
You discovered another passion.
And I was like, you know what? I always felt in my heart that I wanted to write a book at some point in my life, because I'm very passionate about life, and sometimes I just want to shake people apart and be like, live your life, like go for it, live your dream. Why are you holding back? Like, I have so much drive and passion for life. that I was reading the blogs and I was like, actually, why wait till I'm 60 to write a book? I have time now. I'm a super social butterfly. I always find adventure or something to do. But now I was locked in a house for 6 weeks. I don't think I could have written a book if I wasn't locked by the government to stay in my house. And I just started writing. I wrote my intro. I didn't even think about it. I just grabbed my laptop. I wrote I had a vision of the feeling of the book. So I started writing my intro. And then I was like, that went pretty easy. And then I kind of just wrote, because I do know most of my friends, when they have an issue or they're struggling with something or have a question about what direction to go with life, they naturally come to me and they just ask my opinion or what would I do in that situation. So I started thinking about my ways of life, and I started just writing down, basically mind mapping, how do I deal with life. So I wrote down like subjects, and it ended up being exactly 10 tools, if that makes sense.
Wow.
And then I was just mind mapping to the tools, examples out of my life that I used the tools. And then I was like, I guess I got 10 chapters. And then I just started with chapter 1 and I started writing. And I wrote a book in 6 weeks. And then back to turning 30. I'm turning 30 in 2 months. And my vision goal is that
Your birthday
I
present
my book on my 30th birthday.
Nice.
That is the goal. And the
Quarantine
dream.
book.
Yes, yes. Actually, it is. My biggest dream is dancing with Beyonce. And
Beyonce.
I
Listen.
Yeah. You better listen though. I got very, very far. I did audition for the Coachella audition, and I was with the last 50 dancers, and there were probably 35 girls on stage. So I had believe me, I cried a lot after I did the event.
Oh wow!
But it's all in my book, the whole story and stuff like that too. But my point is that was my goal, and in the end, no matter if I'm gonna achieve it or not eventually, that mindset of that goal gave me my life so far. It gave me the cruise ships experience, it gave me living in New York, it gave me going on tour with Cheyenne and traveling the world and performing in front of 40,000 people. All because I wanted to dance with Beyonce. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Solange.
Of course, thanks.
Enjoy your stay. You still have a couple of weeks more to go.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna enjoy the
well, probably we'll see you on stage next year with Cheyenne and Curacao.
I'm gonna do my best to bring you here for North Sea Jazz. That would be amazing. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Yes.
Ayo.